Good evening everybody, my name is Osa and tonight I am playing Farm Sim 17 on Lawfolds, Aberdeenshire, and we are working to get this playthrough complete. So you find me here. Parking up the Herleman, which has been out in the grass field fertilising the place, because we have to do that twice before the last day of fall when the last grass harvest happens. Now I have put in a fair amount of time since Christmas Eve. And we'll do a little demonstration of how far we've gotten in just a moment. Oh, backwards. Backwards is good. So I believe the hill in front of us we'd already fertilised. And that's ready for seeding. I've got the seeder parked locally now, ready to seed that with barley. And then we'll be heading over to the sheep farm to plant barley. I can't remember what the weather's supposed to be like. Okay, we're expecting rain tomorrow. That's going to be fun. I'm also not sure if we're expecting our crops to be ready to go, which means we'll have to fit that in between the rain. There may be some... Might be able to do the fertilisation of the grass fields again tomorrow, I'm not sure. How that growth stage is going to look. I may have blown it completely and missed a stage of fertilisation, or missed a period that I can do fertilisation, which will be a bit sad. The animals are all fed. And okay. Twitch windows bleeping at me. We have managed to get oilseed radish in all of the fields that we have harvested so far, including the 2 new fields. Okay, the excess money. I believe when I finished the stream on Christmas Eve morning, I just finished selling off all of the silage in the BGA. And we tidied up the BGA so there's no chaff lying around everywhere. And that put us just over 2 million. We'll pop that there. Move forward very slightly and grab that one too. Lift. Okay. We are done with this tractor. Sheep are all fed, as I said, so no worries there. The water from summer is still good. Too much, there we go. Turn the lights off, turn the engine off. Okay, we are done with that tractor for now. I have all my other stuff all over the place. I want to be here, yes. So somewhere over here I have a little red Massey Ferguson that's doing some stuff. Where's he got up to? Is that him over there? Oh no, that's him over there, I think. Maybe. Goodness me. Yep. So he's out on the weeder. And this field is pretty much done. We'll jump on board. Get your ride. So we have fertilised 34 here and 39, 38. We're just finishing off field 1. So what did I do? I did a lot of work in this set of fields here. I did all the contracts. So if I jump over there, you'll see now I have earned full approval of Robert Cook, so I get maximum discount on all of these fields. And we ploughed this field, which took about 3 hours. We ploughed this field, which took about 2.5 hours. We also put slurry down on many of these fields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 fields in this block here, bounded by the main road, the road down to the track to the cow farm, and then the track that runs across the north side of the fields that we currently own. So if I turn off ploughing, you'll see this got slurried and fertilised when we planted. This got slurried and fertilised when we planted. I think the rest just got seeded and fertilised. They gave us what is it? The horse to do the seeding. And good evening, Hail team. Hey, long time no see. So in essence, we're working these 5 fields towards potential purchase next year. If I actually go and look at them all, that's about 500,000. That's 6.5, so we're up to about just under 12. The small field there, let's call that about 12. Then we have this one here, 13.5, call it 14. And then this one here, so about 1.9 million. I could buy all of those fields today and still have money left. So remembering that I've got all of the harvest that we've done so far, I have a pile of silage bales down here which still need to be sold. I have sold all of the silage bales that we harvested from here, which I parked there, and from here, which I parked alongside here. So there's no bales over there. I think Massey Ferguson has probably finished what it's doing. It has indeed. So we'll fold that up. So yeah, some of those contracts were paying 10, 15,000 because of the size of the fields, which is quite nice. And then the seeding contracts took a while as well. So I put in probably about 14 hours since Christmas Eve. doing contracts and generally running around a lot selling bales. And we've also managed to get the grass fields fertilised once. We're running a little tail heavy here. Good news is, as soon as we get back to the main yard, it will be time, or it will be a point of time that we can actually take a nap and push ourselves to day 3. So we've effectively skipped day 2 as far as streaming is concerned, but really it was boring. I basically set the contract up on GPS, automatic turns at each end of the field, and watched a couple of movies. Because even that bores me, but it's what I do to prepare the fields. Wow, that was expensive. Day of wages. But I had both the Hurleyman and this tractor running on the grass fields to fertilise, so at least that's all done one round. I may keep the weeder on the back of this one. We can run out and test on field 34 to see if it's ready tomorrow or the day after. If I've left it too long, then we're not going to be able to get the third stage of fertilisation on the grass fields, and we'll lose a little bit of income. With the silage, we only really made, I guess, 180,000 maybe, not even that. Really didn't check how much. Oh, we can check anyway. I want to back up. This tractor is kind of on the dirty side. Now, harvesting is also going to be a hectic period because I have the soybeans. Soybeans are going to be relatively easy because you don't need to service the harvester or empty the harvester that frequently. Okay. Park this in here. So that one's all done with. Trucks are all out. We still have bales to sell, which is why that's still set up. We still have fields to prepare for next year, so that's why that's set up. This is the seeder, which we will be running for barley shortly, and there's the sunset. Okay, let's 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's go with that. Please don't rain, please don't rain, please don't rain. Good. Okay. So, it's dark. It's preparing to rain. Yay. And we are ready to harvest. Good. Click on save. So, and I'm going to turn off grass. Okay, so corn, 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 soybeans, soybeans. I could start the harvester off and keep going till it rains. So anyway, back. I need to jump. I don't know where all my tractors are. We'll use this one. Squeeze through there. Let's turn the rear lights on so we can see what we're doing back there. That was wrong. There we go. That's attached. Drive through the hedges. We'll put this down by the south gate there. That should be good enough. All right. Okay, we'll need the harvester started, and then we'll get on the carting. So, that's it, that's all my lights. Okay. I'm guessing, since it says rain is imminent, that the rain will occur before midday. Not sure how much before midday, but before midday is likely to be a thing. Okay. So, hopefully we'll get a lot of this done. Okay, that's the pipe blocking the left rear lights. The quicker I can get this all out the way, the quicker we can turn the field around and get oilseed radish in it, and potentially set it up for, what's this one, soybeans. Probably be putting wheat in this field, or I could do corn. Kind of do beans or canola, and then a cereal seems to be the best sort of crop rotation. Things like corn, barley and wheat all use kind of the same nutrients. So planting those over and over again will drain the nutrients in the soil, so you kind of need to mix and match. So beans and oilseed tend to replenish what the cereals take out and vice versa. Plus we're putting a ton of manure down anyway. How are we doing? Already about a third loaded already. So I'm not sure we make it round the field in one go. But once the I'm also not sure you want to be harvesting at this time of the morning either, because there'll usually be a dew and that makes the crop damp. But that's not modelled in Farm Sim, so we won't worry too much about that. It's also going to be hard to tell if the rain comes early, except the harvester comes to a grinding halt, because you can't harvest in the rain. You get a big message on the screen that says no harvesting in the rain. Normally you'll get, I guess, 10-15 minutes warning. The sky will cloud over and it will get very dark and ominous. But the problem right now is the sky is very dark because the sun didn't come up yet. How are we doing now? Still, oh, we're over half full. We might make a complete circuit. So this edge of the field isn't very long. Yeah, a lot of the American farmers I watch tend to alternate corn and beans. Next year we'll probably have a lot more soybean fields. Well, if we were going to continue this playthrough next year, we'd probably have a lot of soybean fields. I may cut down on the corn and only plant a couple of cornfields. Because we're going to have the local silage bunker full after this harvest. How are we doing? Nearly full. Back up there. like that. I missed some. Ugh. Okay. There we go. That's better. And I'll line up there, stick that on a worker. Oh, that's the tractor we want. Since all our Axions are currently on field equipment, can I make this turn? Can the trailer make the turn? No. Alrighty, let's take the lid off. Oh, I am not going to make it. I am not going to make it by just. Oh well. I mean, if we're lucky, we should complete this field before it rains. Yes, I can follow it. Although the length of this field is about half a tank. I think it was. Was it half a tank or a third? A third of a tank. So yeah, I do not want this to go more than twice. Although I have shortened the field now because I took the ends off. Oops, drifted too far. There we go. Should probably distribute some of this in the back. Gonna do all of it? Oh no, no, I'm not. Ooh, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yay. Nicely done. Oh, I'm gonna get away at the harvester doing that. Tractor is very capable of turning around. Unfortunately, the equipment it's attached to isn't. So we are going to press that button there. It should make things a little bit easier on the way the tractor and trailer now handle. So yeah, that's the remains of all of our silage bales that we created, and they just came from field 1 over there. The 6, well, fewer than, actually that was 12 and I think I've used 2 of them. So that pile just in there is currently being used while we have no silage at the farm. I'm not selling the rest of that stack there until we've actually brewed the silage in the clamp. Okay, we'll wait here. Comes the harvester. So what other jobs do we have here now? So this one's getting done. We'll do field 2. The corn I'm going to wait until daylight, which means we may not get that done. I don't know why I pressed that button, but anyway, that's the one I wanted. 943 on canola. Canola. 943 is a good price, since the average at the moment is usually 759. Those are actually high as well. I'm not sure. Don't know that I have anything to worry about there. One days. I think that's the store Kramer needs looked at, and the Hurleyman will need it in a couple of days. Okay, no big deal. So yesterday, which was our big contract day, I sold a ton of silage bales for 126,000 and 97,000 on field income. So that's a lot of contracts, and as I said, some of those were $10,000-$15,000 or pounds to plough. So we got paid quite well on the 2 fields that we ploughed. Animals are all good. Cows need more grass, of course. Oh, chickens are full. Harvester's on its way back up. Let's get on to that. We risk having the harvester pointing the wrong way. But at least now we've got more room on the side of the field to turn this rig round. So when we move to the next farm in Farm Sim 19, I will be maintaining a good selection of class equipment, just because the class expansion came out and I paid for it. We'll keep the Lexion. I'm going to use Smetty's Axion 900 series for at least one of the tractors. And then... but we won't be pure class. We will keep a selection of, like we've got here, we've got a Hurleyman, we've got Massey Ferguson, we've got a Valtra. Do we have anything else? I think our forage harvesters are Crone. So we'll probably end up with less class equipment on the farm. Okay, let's go deal with the chickens. Hi chickens, where's the chicken eggs things? I'm definitely glad that they trained the Farm Sim 19 chickens to pack their own eggs in boxes. That's great stuff. Because this little mini game does get a little bit tedious in the winter. Is that all of them? Can't be all of them, surely not. I must have missed one or two. Heck no, we got all of them. Dang. Alrighty then.